This plan is set to go into a community that has suffered a long time from Dominion. And I know some people said they weren't here to throw Dominion under the bus. I am. Dominion has not been a good neighbor. They polluted our air for over 70 years with coal ash, poisoning all of us. The children that go to Bellwood Elementary did not choose to live there. They don't choose what air they breathe. You do. Now, as far as my man in the purple shirt, I saw you laugh a couple times when people brought up environmental justice and racial justice tonight. I would just ask you to meet me after this meeting and explain to me how that's funny, because I don't think those things are funny at all. I think those things are give the people of our community a break. Thank you.
Those two back ones, the red and orange, I didn't make. I made it on the other one. Everything else you see, made on this. It's a speed demon.
You made that?
Today, this morning.
Really?
Yeah. Check it out.
Dang, that's cool.
My name is Dwayne Brankley. I've lived in this neighborhood for 60 plus years. I don't feel like moving. We first came into the trailer park, which was a block down. Mom and Dad moved up right here into the trailer, which was about midway down. And then they built this house in the early 60s. So, the family is everything. My lady friend says, "You've got to frame it. It's nothing to be embarrassed about."
That's you?
Yes. I'm now a geeky nerd, as I am a professional computer repair technician. Yes, for my computer career, I did travel some. This was home base, although I had some of the people in Abington, which is right outside of Bristol. They liked me and they wanted to try to steal me to become their tech down there. I said, "This is home." It's strange to see those without coal in them. So, yep, there it is.
I'm Jessica Sims. I'm originally from Chesterfield County, Virginia. I work as a field coordinator for the environmental nonprofit Appalachian Voices. So what Dominion is proposing is called the Chesterfield Energy Reliability Center. They've put it out there as being a peaker plant that would be used about 37% of the year. Residential use of gas has not risen in the past couple years, and so Dominion has communicated that they're concerned about reliability specific to the data center industry. And the way they are trying to source that, unfortunately, is by proposing 6 gigawatts of new gas infrastructure in Virginia. And the first gas plant that they've proposed is for the Chesterfield area and would be located at the existing Chesterfield Power Station in the Bermuda district of the county, which is along the James River and near Dutch Gap Conservation Area. Coalition members, local advocates are hosting a series of informational workshops that are talking about the problem, Dominion's new proposed gas plant, the strategy, sort of the things that we're doing to react to that and to fight against it. The workshops are geared for a range of audiences, from someone who has not heard about any of this at all to people that are looking for really specific ways to get involved. Like I said, we're approaching it as the problem, the strategy, and then how we take action together. So we lay out what Dominion's intending, that this would be the first of 6 gigawatts of new gas. We talk about the history of pollution at the site that they've proposed to build on, the Chesterfield Power Station. We talk about why Dominion is saying that this project is needed. So we go into the sort of data center narrative that they're putting out there. And then we dive in really deep to what the impacts to the community would be and the impacts for Virginians, to their pocketbook, to their health, and to the environment. The workshop that's coming up is in person. It's at a local library, but we also have been doing some of these online. It's however we can meet people where they are to talk about this. So we're still in the process of doing workshops ahead of Virginia DEQ's notice of the air permit draft. So that hasn't come out yet. Could come out in June, might wait until July, but we're sort of in the, let's make sure everybody's aware of the project and what's about to happen and just kind of get them started and in the know on the project. When that happens, a lot of the focus will turn towards preparing for the briefing, which is more of like a ask questions type of thing, and then the actual hearing, which will have a lot of public involvement. So that's probably, into July is best guess, but maybe a little sooner. It's really great to see this turnout. Thank you for documenting, this and caring about this issue too. Yeah. Yeah. Dominion makes it so easy to. Let's see. Let's go on the other side.
So the Chesterfield Energy Reliability Center, as it is called, has a shocking amount of air pollution that comes out of it. So we're talking about 202 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, so greenhouse gas emissions. All of these things that are regulated pollutants have very high levels of harm to human health, but there's a lot of volatile organic compounds and hazardous air pollutants that are not regulated. And so even if they are found in trace amounts, these can cause harm to people who live in proximate areas. But one of the things that we have to think about with this particular gas plant is that it is located in a place where there has been contamination for more than 80 years. Dominion Energy has known for decades the harm that is caused by coal ash. We can show documented from 2002 in the Chesapeake site, so this is in another place on the James River, that was very well documented that they knew what the harms were, and yet they were telling people it was as safe as dirt. The Chesterfield site where this gas plant is proposed to be constructed right now is going through a process of evacuating an amazing amount of coal ash. There's a lot of fugitive dust, so people are inhaling it, but that has also leached into the water.
It's not that they're gonna be building this project in the richest areas, right? And so these are clearly, projects that are targeting areas where the most innocent people live, the most exposed people live, right? We see also the component of like the language barrier, right? We have our community members that immigrated and they don't know English. Even if they see something, they won't be able to understand it because the information is not out there for community members to realize how these projects can be harmful for themselves and their future.
This is the stuff I got. I got two things. They didn't have the dots.
Sure, yeah.
So I got this putty because it's removable, but I also got painter's tape. So one thing to keep in mind is, especially since it's your first time, you can be partnered with someone if you don't want to do it by yourself, and we kind of recommend that. But basically when you're finishing your packet, you're coming back. We're gonna have lunch ready at 12:30, but the goal overall is knocking on 1,000 doors. Each packet is going to have, but we've knocked on hundreds. Not today, yeah, sorry.
We've already done hundreds.
Yeah. We're going to say we've done 500 already. Oh, sorry, Becky, I didn't mean to. I grazed you there. I grazed you.
I didn't even feel it.
Okay, woo! Yeah, we're doing it! Okay, so if you still need a packet, we'll go back inside.
Unless somebody runs into me. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, they got
You square? Thank you. Okay, bye. Bye, y'all. See you soon. Okay, let's get you a packet, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy to do it. How are you doing?
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you a little something about me. When it's Saturday night, I need to blow off some steam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been holding in since o'clock in Monday morning. Got to blow off some steam for blow up.
Let me just sit for a second. As I'm red as a beet.
It's like almost like 80. Yeah, it's like
It is
90
warm.
degrees.
I'm gonna make it a mission to just look as horrible as possible throughout this whole thing and just be like very sweaty because it's the reality of who I am. But we're out here we're out here in the sun.
That's right. People want to see the real thing, you know? The real deal.
Yeah, where they're really getting it.
I've got involved with Glenn Bessa, Friends of Chesterfield. I forgot how I ended up with him. I probably may have saw some news blurb, maybe email from Sierra Club or one of those others. They asked me, would I sign on as being a sponsor of some of the briefs they file legally? I said, okay. Said it won't cost me anything. And my name is actually on the lawsuit. Several of them. And especially if someone don't know, if they wonder what taco is, it plays out every day.
Do you see those no gas plant signs around here? Do other people care about it, or is it?
I think a couple of them think I'm fighting a losing battle. I don't think so. It's a David and Goliath thing. I mean, Dominion is this. And I'm not the strongest person around.
Does the gas plant at all make you think about moving?
I don't think so. I'm going to fight it with all I got. But still.
When I worked at Dominion, it had begun transitioning to becoming Dominion Resources. So now we know it as Dominion Energy, but for the time that I was there, it was Dominion Resources. And they absolutely were on this, and I would frankly call it a money-making period. I mean, that acquisition of consolidated natural gas and being sort of in the exploration and production field that they were when they did. I mean, it was all about sort of how do we make more money? I mean, we're not making enough money from the utility, from Virginia Power. We're just not. Like, this is some steady, good money from our customers, but we want to be bigger than that. We want more. We frankly do.
For new capital projects, Dominion gets a rate of return. So it is advantageous for them to have a build out that would have gas infrastructure because there's a rate of return that they're bringing back to themselves. As ratepayers, we are paying for these projects, and so that's why it's especially problematic that we should be paying for projects that may become stranded assets much sooner than Dominion is predicting and would actively harm the communities where they're housed.
The whole basis for the Clean Economy Act is we have to have power, and the purpose of this act is to move us towards carbon neutral power generation. And we are fortunate in Virginia that we have taken some steps in that direction, but those are the sources of power that we should be moving towards. And what's happened is this proposal is a shortcut, but there's no ambiguity in the law. The clear intent is to get away from coal power, gas power, the carbon sources, and to get to these clean sources. So when you see a proposal for a multi-$100-million project to go back to where we were decades prior, and I'm like, no, that's not the right direction. I mean, people felt like we really were having, like, this conversation was happening 20 years ago, and it's like, haven't we moved past this?
Yep, it's pretty much good to go.
Wow.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Make lots of those. I'll cut more paper.
Folks in Chesterfield got involved really quickly. And it was, came across as soon as someone heard about the plant, they were pretty disturbed by what they heard and that the same community would be impacted by decades more of pollution. And so you saw just a level of enthusiasm that is sometimes rare and is very inspiring too. That wave of encouragement on this issue that I think really helped motivate the state elected officials who came out against the project, not once but twice. Those that participated at the DEQ meetings and at the SEC hearing and spoke about their concerns about the project. I think it was a contagious enthusiasm for the campaign. A big part of it too, and which I really appreciated, was the humor that was in it, the joy that was in it, keeping it as fun as possible when it's something so serious, but it is meant to be in joyful community with each other. Folks are on alert about Dominion's plans for 8 gigawatts of gas, and as evidenced by the significant public participation for this campaign, remain incredibly concerned. There are cleaner, cheaper, faster energy solutions that don't directly harm communities, and I think that is what Virginia deserves.